All right. Here we go again. For everyone, my name is Kimberly Evans. I am the CEO of Seismic Transformations, and we will be closing out our talk today on shifting your mindset from employee to entrepreneur. And I'm just going to kick it off and start off with a quote from Tony Robbins, which is where focus goes, energy flows. Where focus goes, energy flows. This quote from Robbins highlights the importance of focusing on growth rather than limitations. By adopting a growth mindset, you direct your energy towards what's possible rather than what's currently challenging. By creating special concentrated energy on learning, evolving, and consistently taking action, you equip yourself with the tools to handle uncertainty and pivot gracefully when needed. Your soul requires this pivot. Growth doesn't happen in familiar territory. I'll say that again. Growth does not happen in familiar territory, yet it is something that your soul remembers and requires. It's by stepping outside of your comfort zones that we find opportunities to break through old limitations. Imagine a shy entrepreneur deciding to speak on a stage for the first time. The act is absolutely nerve-wracking for someone who may have never spoken to an audience, let alone on a stage. But each time that they repeat this act, they unlock a new level of confidence and visibility for their brand. Limiting beliefs often keep us firmly anchored in our comfort zones. Limiting beliefs often keep us anchored in our comfort zones. You know, it's interesting. Whenever you are, and every entrepreneur will tell you that there are always moments where they're the highest of highs, and there's moments where there's not so high. I won't call them lows. They're just transition periods as you go through business. And as we start to move out of our comfort zones, that is where actual growth is starting to take place. Limiting beliefs often keep us firmly anchored in our comfort zones. However, growth and success, they live outside of our safe space. To truly thrive as an entrepreneur, it's essential that you embrace discomfort and challenge ourselves to stretch beyond what's familiar to us. I can tell you, even just going through with me as an entrepreneur, you have to start to look at the things that you do on a daily basis. There are so many things outside of your sphere that you don't control. And there are so many decisions that hinge upon you making a decision. And not to get caught up on, is it the right decision? Yeah, you have to go through a process of looking at information, and hopefully you're looking at information and not just making decisions, as the wind blows. But there really is no such thing as the perfect decision. It really isn't. You have to make a decision, and based upon the tools and the understanding, everything from your skills, the skills of your employees, all of these things matter on whether or not you will be able to execute upon the decisions that you make. The decision in of itself is not a magic wand. There are things that still have to take place. Now, I love this quote from Michael Beckwith. You attract what you are, not what you want. So if you want something different, you have to become someone different. You attract what you are, not what you want. So if you want something different, you have to become someone different. Beckwith's words speak to the importance of personal transformation, hence seismic transformations. By pushing ourselves beyond our comfort zones, we evolve into the person capable of achieving our dreams. A powerful way to break free from limiting beliefs is to take small, consistent steps that challenge your beliefs. Take small, consistent steps that challenge your belief. Each time you push past a mental boundary, you strengthen your resilience and confidence, right? And so an exercise that I want everyone to take part in, and this is a weekly stretching challenge. The whole point of it is to stretch beyond your comfort zones. And by pushing ourselves beyond our comfort zones, we evolve into the person capable of achieving your dreams. You cannot achieve something that you don't have the stomach for, that you don't have the discipline for. It's more than just having a vision. You have to become that person that is capable of actually achieving that dream. Now, each week, and this is an exercise that I want you all to take part in. Each week, set a small, actionable challenge that stretches you beyond your comfort zone. Push yourself, for example, week 1. Reach out to a potential mentor or investor. Perhaps this is someone that you admire in your new field. Ask for a 20-minute coffee chat via Zoom. Week 2, publish a blog post or video showcasing your expertise. Share your story in a LinkedIn or Instagram post, even if you feel vulnerable. Week 3, attend a networking event or conference. Join an online panel or webinar as a guest speaker, right? These small steps will gradually expand your comfort zone, making you feel more at ease with tasks that once felt intimidating. Each step creates momentum, expanding what you believe you are actually capable of doing. And the whole point of it is just that, is expanding what you believe that you are capable of doing. Your life changes the moment you make a new congruent and committed decision. Your life changes the moment you make a new congruent and committed decision. Another quote from Tony Robbins. These steady efforts not only reshape your beliefs, but also align your actions with the entrepreneur that you aspire to be. When we challenge ourselves, we're making a commitment to growth. Each small step is a decision that moves us closer to our entrepreneurial goals. In the long run, overcoming limiting beliefs is a journey in which each of us take a step forward as a one task at a time. You're taking a step forward one task at a time. It is not a one-time task achievement. This is not a one-size-fits-all or a one-time thing. As you continue to step into entrepreneurship, self-doubt may arise every now and again. However, with the right tools, you can learn to recognize and release these beliefs before they take root. You are part of the 10% that I mentioned at the very beginning of this talk. When you decide to step into this realm of entrepreneurship, you have stepped into a whole new class of people in terms of just sheer numbers, not class when it comes to any type of characteristics or economics, just in a different community of people when you decide to take on entrepreneurship. By reframing perspectives, visualizing success, adopting a growth mindset, and embracing your full potential, you create a foundation of confidence and resilience. You'll find that each limiting belief you conquer brings you closer to the person that you need to become to achieve your dreams. You are also creating a symphony of strategies designed to dismantle the subconscious barriers rooted in your limiting beliefs for good. Carry these tools with you on your entrepreneurial path and watch as they empower you to achieve not just small victories, but seismic transformations in both your mindset and your business. Remember, the person you are becoming is already within you. That person is already within you. Trust the process. Trust the process. Take bold steps and thrive. Take bold steps. Take one step take a big step for yourself, not just for mankind. Take a big step for yourself. You are the designer of your destiny. You are the author of your story. You are the designer of your destiny, and you are the author of your story. You are the producer. You're every character. You're the cameraman. You're everything that makes up your story. Resilience represents many things. It is the heartbeat of entrepreneurship. Resilience is the heartbeat of entrepreneurship. Trust me, there will be days when you just want to throw in the towel. Just wave your white flag. Resilience is a core trait of successful entrepreneurs. In a corporate environment, stability is valued. Deadlines, hierarchies, and structure provide a sense of security. And entrepreneurship, on the other hand, is dynamic and can be absolutely unpredictable, especially for individuals who are just starting out in entrepreneurship for the first time. When you overcome challenges uniquely shaped just for entrepreneurship, you gain extraordinary adaptability and strengths. The road to establishing a successful business is a bumpy road filled with setbacks and unexpected detours. It requires you to pivot quickly, learn, and press forward when things don't go as planned. Resilience is what enables you to not just endure, but to thrive in a dynamic environment. And you best believe there is you think the Wild West was wild. There is nothing wilder than entrepreneurship. As an entrepreneur, resilience is more than just a trait. It is a skill that you actively build. Think of it as a muscle that grows stronger each time you face a challenge and push through. Every setback you overcome and every difficult decision you make adds to your storehouse of resilience. You don't have to take my word for it. There are many lessons from the trenches from entrepreneurs who have written countless books. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring barriers. It means equipping yourself to break through them. Here's just some recommendations. Start by combating imposter syndrome with history. Remember, you come from a long lineage of resourceful, brilliant people. And when I say that, it doesn't have to be just in your immediate family. As an American, you come from a lineage of resourceful people. There are countless books. There are any number of entrepreneurs that you can model yourself after. Redefine failure. Every setback is a change for growth. If one business strategy fails, use the lessons learned to refine your next move. This is chess and not checkers. Failure doesn't define your ability. Persistence does. Build a success toolkit. Tap into tools like therapy, life coaching, or business mentorship. Proximity, I say it time and time again. Tap into what is nearest and closest to you so you can cut down the time that it takes from you to get where you want to be from where you are now. Seismic transformations and our mastermind courses are just that. They are built to have you cut away time. We work on mindset. We work on a lot of strategies. Mentorship to maintain your confidence and your mental clarity. Mental wellness is a critical part of staying strong in the face of adversity. It really is. One person who overcame challenges and I'll just read you guys just a story, and most of you may or may not be familiar, but Sarah Blakely. Sarah Blakely is the founder of Spanx, right? And for those of you who aren't aware, Spanx are these body fitting contour undergarments that help shape bodies. Before her company became $1 billion brand, she faced one rejection after another. Sales reps told her that her marketing and branding and what she had would never work. Manufacturers weren't even interested in her idea. But instead of giving up, she remained resilient, pushing forward by rethinking her approach and believing in her product. Today, her story is proof that resilience and persistence can turn any idea into a global phenomenon. The same principle applies to you. Just because you have a great idea, that doesn't mean everyone is going to agree, or a great product, that doesn't mean everyone is going to adopt it or agree on your first month, probably not even your first 6 months, your first year in business. There's any combination of things you have to do in order to get to product market fit or service market fit. You're constantly tweaking. And there are people who aren't going to see your vision. They aren't going to agree with it. They aren't going to see it. Guess what? Those people vibrationally aren't supposed to be in your wheelhouse to begin with. But do you believe? Can you remain resilient? Right? Resilience and adaptability are like twin pillars of entrepreneurship. Where resilience gives you the strength to push through challenges, adaptability ensures you can adjust to any situation. Both are critical as you create and grow your business. Creating a mindset that continues to build resilience will, without a doubt, lead to you subconsciously embracing new ways to adapt to different entrepreneurial environments. Resilience, much like Rome, cannot be built overnight. It takes time, adjusting, and focus. And I'm going to go over some strategies that I have used to help build resilience during my times of need. Launching not one, not two, but 3 companies all within a short time frame. And here's some strategies to foster resilience. Reframe setbacks as strategic learning opportunities. Reframe setbacks as strategic learning opportunities. As an entrepreneur, setbacks are inevitable. They're going to happen. And a critical part of your experience. It's important to approach them with curiosity rather than disappointment. How you choose to frame your setbacks matter greatly. Each mistake or failure can teach you something valuable. You can spend thousands of dollars on a campaign, an ad campaign, and it tanks. Trust me, it can happen. Each mistake or failure can teach you something valuable. The perspective helps you to avoid seeing setbacks as a personal failure. It's not personal. Business really is not personal. And instead view them as a stepping stone to success. This is where agility, being able to tweak as you go. Rather than seeing failures as dead ends, view them as information. There is some information there. You should be able to quantify your failure. What did you learn? How did this experience prepare you for the next step? Don't spend money on that campaign again with those exact ads and with that exact audience. You got to do something different. By maintaining a learning mindset, you transform obstacles into growth. For example, you launch a product and it doesn't perform as expected. You launch an ad campaign and it doesn't perform as expected. Instead of focusing on the disappointment, analyze customer feedback. Did the marketing miss the mark? Was the pricing off? Use the insights to refine and relaunch. Develop a resilience toolkit. Entrepreneurship can be stressful, especially in the beginning. Equip yourself with practices that keep you grounded during stressful times. Meditation, journaling are two of my favorite. And exercise can help you process emotions and clear your mind. You cannot sit in front of your computer all day, in front of data all day, at your desk all day. This view behind me is not a screensaver, it's a real view. And I have worn a hole in a pad down at the beach. I have to be able to get out, actually smell the flowers, walk up to a flower, pick it up and smell it. Look at the details of it. Oftentimes when we get out and we exercise, we're still so focused in on business that we don't even realize that we're exercising. Take the time to actually feel the sweat. Notice the people around you and the things around you. For instance, start each day 10 minutes of intentional breathing or reflective journaling to set a positive focused tone for that day. You oftentimes are the one that's going to have to pick yourself up and keep yourself motivated. These habits provide a foundation of calm that makes tackling challenges more manageable. And trust me, you are going to have challenges. Remember the small wins. Remember your small wins. Write them down, celebrate them. This is your reminder to start it if you haven't already, and keep it by your side. If you don't like to journal, keep notes on the notes in your phone, or get an app whereby you can create notes. Practice reflective breathing. On tough days, you can look back to remind yourself just how far you have already come. Set small incremental goals. Many entrepreneurs get so caught up in long-term goals that they forget to acknowledge the incremental victories. I am guilty of that. We all have been guilty of that. Rather than focusing solely on long-term success, break down your journey into smaller, manageable goals. Right? Celebrate your victories. This only boosts your motivation, but also builds confidence or resilience over time. Completing your pitch deck, signing a small client, or receiving positive feedback all deserves recognition. Celebrate it. Fuel your motivation and remind you that progress is happening, even if it feels slow. Developing resilience is a gradual process. Each challenge you overcome will make you stronger and better prepared for the next one. As I mentioned before, building resilience also goes hand in hand with embracing adaptability. One of the most defining aspects of entrepreneurship is the need to pivot when things don't go according to plan. In a corporate role, change can feel like it's once in a while event. As an entrepreneur, adaptability is an ongoing requirement. Cultivating flexibility is essential to navigating market changes, unexpected competition, and shifts in customer needs. I want you all to think about these things. Understand that as an entrepreneur, you don't have to do it alone, and you need to celebrate every victory as you go through this process. Even the small ones, they matter, they count. Get registered for our next core live event. The link should be somewhere in there information-wise for you to click on to get registered for our next core live event. I hope to see you soon. You can always contact us via seismictransformations.com. You don't have to go through your transition alone. You don't have to do it tomorrow. But as you start planning your transition, work with the team. Work in our masterminds of individuals who are going through the same process as you. Don't make this more difficult than what it has to be. My name is Kimberly Nicole Evans. I am the CEO of Seismic Transformations. Hope to see you soon at a live core event, or you can always just go on our website and get signed up for a really brief quick meeting with someone on our team.